Hi everyone, welcome to the 41st episode of the Logophile Lounge. I am Saket, the founder of VCT, and the Logophile Lounge is a weekly video series dedicated to content writing, digital marketing, communication skills, and personality development. In this episode, we will highlight three key takeaways from the new National Education Policy 2020, which was unveiled yesterday. In this regard, we are also going to learn a very important point and look at a very important point that you should take care of when you are going to learn a new skill. The first is Introduction to Internship for students who are 6th class or onwards. The second key takeaway is flexibility to choose subjects from multiple streams. And the third important key takeaway is competency-based evaluation system. We are going to look at each one of these and why it is so important. So the first one is Introduction to Internship for students who are starting from class 6 onwards. Now, that is the new education policy system says that there will be 10 days in a year that will be bag-less day, where students will not carry their bags and they will basically exposed to a particular vocation, right? It's kind of informal internship. They have to do a real work. That is a very important thing. So in today's education system, when people complete their engineering, management, MBA, or any other, their college mainly, and when they go and join their first job, they're completely blank. They have very or little knowledge about the real world circumstances, the client's expectations, and the customer's expectations, and the way a product is developed and sold in the market. That results into massive unemployment, and at the same time you will always find that the corporate sector is dealing with the talent shortages. Now, the internship has been there for quite long, but it is there only after graduation, and that too is not very effective. When people join as interns, they do not pay the attention that they should pay, and in many cases, in fact, employers also, they don't even hire interns even for free, because they fear that they have to either invest a lot of time and energy, or they may not get the job done, which is the basic criteria of hiring somebody, right? Aptitude, attitude, and other skills are also important factors why employers, in fact, they do not even hire interns for free, right? So the current system is like when the employers, the corporate sector, they face a lot of talent shortages, and at the same time people who are graduating from the colleges, they are unemployed, they are looking for jobs, and there are no jobs for them in the market. Now, this introduction to internship from a very beginning age will expose the students to the reality and the real world situations. They will be forced, and they will probably enjoy also, to know how things work in the real world, and probably they will also learn a few skills in a very elementary way, and then going forward as they progress, they will develop interest on things that matters to them. So in the current situation, where most of our youth we spend in learning and doing something that we are never going to utilize, right? We still depend on our uh, the company that we join, that they will train us first, and then we are going to utilize our skills. So it's basically we have wasted our entire youth and the most productive years of our life in learning and doing something that is never going to be economically beneficial to us, right? So this introduction to internship from the students from as at the age of as young as class 6 students is really going to change the entire scenario in the education system. The second important key takeaway was flexibility to choose the subjects across multiple streams. So right now, the entire education system is divided categorically like arts, science, commerce, etc. We know that in real world there is nothing like that. The nature does not divide itself into technical and non-technical things, right? You will see that there are a lot of creative people creativity and technology go hand in hand. If you want to be successful, you can be creative. At the same time, you can be technologically sound also. And you have to be sound, technologically sound, and be and think creatively to achieve success in any field, right? So now, at the very young age, the students will have an option to choose various subjects. So they might choose art as well as they might choose computer science as their subject, and they will basically, it will lead to critical thinking and at the same time pursuing their passion and doing things that interest them the most, right? At the same time, they will be employed and they will have they will not find the dearth of opportunities in the employment market. The ability to choose multiple subjects or subjects from multiple streams empower the students, professionals, and people to explore things, explore new things, learn new things, and go beyond the academic curriculum to do something that is that interests them, right? The third and the most important is competency-based evaluation system. So in the current evaluation system, things are like you can learn the concepts. It's kind of based on rote learning. You answer the questions and you will score certain marks, and this is how your skills are evaluated. But we know that in real world, the ability to use the skills that you have learned, right? The ability to use them or apply them in the real world is the real test, right? And this is what exactly competency-based evaluation system does. In this system of measuring capabilities, your skills are evaluated on the real job. How, when you learn something, how can you really apply that when you are doing a real work? So imagine if this kind of evaluation and assessment system can be incorporated at a very young age. By the time the students will pass their 12th class, they will find themselves in a situation where um, it's easy for them to learn and apply new knowledge, new skill set. The way the things are changing today, the way things are, uh, the technology is changing drastically. It's very important for all of us to be able to learn new things and apply those things quickly in our jobs, in our works that we do. These three key takeaways that is going to change the way people work, learn, work, and earn money, right? So, in fact, at ECT, when we launched our content writing course, in fact, we took care of all these three. So, uh, our course is divided into two parts. The first part is classroom learning, where you learn the concepts of writing, various writing styles, and do your assignment based on each writing style. The second half of the entire course is completely a kind of internship, informal internship, which is you have to work on 4 real clients project to see how the things that you learn in the classroom can be used and can be applied on the job, right? So once you get feedback from people, from the clients who are paying for the work, you get to know that the kind of expectations the client may have in uh, as a writer. When you formally become a writer, when you formally become um, or even if you go and publish your work, you will know that when readers invest their time, what are their expectations from the work that you do. The second important part that we have incorporated is we have incorporated all types of writing styles. So whether you are from arts, uh, science, or commerce background, you have to learn even technical writing, creative writing, business writing, and all types of writing styles. So what happens is that you can learn all types of writing styles and then you can use them whenever you feel like, whenever it fits for you to get things done. right? So you will not be limited by your education stream, your formal education, to do the job when you actually become a writer. And third and most important is the way we evaluate um, your work, your skill set is entirely different. It's not like grade A, B, C, and D. It's like um, you are doing your work. For example, you are writing a piece of content. We evaluate them. We give you feedback. We tell you that this is where you stand and this is what exactly you need to do to reach till this point. And you get a personalized feedback in terms of what exactly you need to do to um, to reach here, to reach to a level where your work will be widely accepted and appreciated by a wide range of users and readers, right? So we have incorporated all these three in our content writing course that we started long back. In case now you will not go back, maybe a lot of you will never go back and join the formal education system once again, but let me tell you one thing, that if you really want to learn something new, you have to follow these three styles on your own, right? The first thing is that whenever you learn something new, apply that knowledge in the real work, right? Any knowledge which is not being applied in the real work is kind of okay, it's a passive knowledge, you have it. It is not going to help you move up to the corporate ladder. So the first thing that you need to do is apply the knowledge, the skills that you have learned in the real world. The second thing that you should do is start looking beyond what you are comfortable with. So if you are a technical student, then start exploring art, fashion, psychology. And on the other hand, similarly, if you are a humanities student, or maybe a commerce student, start exploring technology and things that you may not know. And the third and most important part is in terms of evaluation. Just by watching a video or reading an article, you cannot learn something. What you need to do is, when you apply the knowledge to a work, seek active feedback, right? Ask for more feedback from people around you, from the clients, from everybody, so that you know what are the points where you can improve on. uh, we of course we do our best to get things done, but at the same time it's really important to know what others think when they read your content, or when they see your work, right? So do apply these three things. There are a lot of, today you will find information overload today on the internet. There are a lot of videos of on almost any topic. uh, a lot of things are there for free, yes, or for a very small charges. Rather than getting into the trap of those free learnings, it's important that when you decide to learn a new skill, invest your time wisely. Learn new concepts, invest or apply that concept or skill in the real work, and do seek feedback. This is how you are going to really learn, apply, and monetize your new skills. I also request you to please provide your feedback so that we can also improve. We can come up with the new topics. If you have any topics, do recommend in the comments below, and I will make sure that in the next few episodes, I will cover those topics. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get the latest update about content writing, digital marketing, communication skills, and personality development.